There's a verse in the Bible that has always stood out to me like a lighthouse on a stormy sea. Matthew chapter 6 verse 33. It says, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." At first glance, it seems simple enough, a call to prioritize God in your life. But the depth of its meaning unfolded for me only when I stopped chasing the world's fleeting promises and started truly seeking Him. I remember a season in my life when anxiety seemed to cloud every corner of my thoughts. Bills were piling up, relationships felt strained, and my career seemed to be stuck in quicksand. I did everything I could think of, working harder, saving more, strategizing for every what if. Yet, the harder I tried, the emptier I felt. It was during this time that I stumbled upon Matthew chapter 6 verse 33 during a quiet moment of reflection. I read it again and again, as if seeing it for the first time. Seek first His kingdom. It was as if Jesus Himself was whispering to me, "Stop. Lay it all down, focus on me." So, I began to shift my priorities. Mornings that used to start with checking emails and to-do lists became moments of prayer and scripture reading. Instead of worrying about how I could control every detail of my life, I started asking, what does God want me to focus on today? How can I live out His love and righteousness? What I found was astonishing. The more I let go of the need to control, the more everything seemed to fall into place. Needs were met, sometimes in unexpected ways. Relationships healed. Peace, the kind that surpasses understanding, began to fill my heart. Seeking God's kingdom isn't about neglecting our responsibilities or pretending life's challenges don't exist. It's about anchoring ourselves in something eternal, something unshakable. When we focus on God's will, loving others, pursuing justice, living with integrity, everything else starts to align. And even when it doesn't, we find the strength and perspective to handle it with grace. I think about the way nature works. A bird doesn't fret over where its next meal will come from, yet God feeds it. A flower doesn't toil over its beauty, yet it is clothed in splendor. If God cares for them, how much more will He care for us when we trust Him? Living out Matthew chapter 6 verse 33 has transformed how I approach life. It's not always easy to surrender control, and there are days when I falter. But the more I make seeking God my first priority, the more I realize that everything else truly does fall into place. Maybe you're in a place right now where life feels overwhelming. Perhaps you've been chasing after the things of life, success, security, approval, only to find yourself exhausted and unfulfilled. Let me encourage you to pause. Open your heart to the possibility that God's way, though counterintuitive to the world's message, is exactly what you need. Seeking first His kingdom and His righteousness isn't just a command, it's an invitation. An invitation to peace, purpose, and a life anchored in something far greater than ourselves. So, what will you seek today? Will it be fleeting treasures or the eternal kingdom? The choice is yours, and the promise remains, seek Him first, and all these things will be added to you.